Nate, what did you feel all the way after limited snaps last week and getting out there today with 15 catches? That's a huge jump in workload after your injury.
Yeah, well, like earlier in the week, last week they held me off throughout the week of practice, but this week they pushed me a little bit. I pushed myself, did a little extra after practice. Felt good.
Hey, would you expect to get targeted as many times as you did? The foul tally ended up being 21 targets, obviously 15 catches. Did you expect to see that kind of volume with targets?
Nah, not really. But I knew with the defense they played, it was going to be a lot of shots for the slot receiver. So, not really.
And what did you see on that touchdown? It was the first quarter. What did you see on that play? Kind of take it forward. It didn't go as planned, but Drake scrambled. I just took it upfield, just try to extend the play. So.
Mac and Drake compared you to Josh Downs. Said you are the next Josh Downs. What do you think about that comparison?
A lot of people say that, but I just think I'm my own player. JD, that's my boy. I grew up with him. He's a heck of a player. I feel like we are similar players, but completely two different types of players. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel to just have a debut like this? On the stage at home here.
It's good. You know what I'm saying? Just try to keep momentum. Just keep it pushing.
I know you played 9 snaps last week, but 5 targets in the first possession today. Was it just sort of okay, season's here, I'm on the field, I'm healthy, and I'm in the swing of the fire?
You said 5 receptions on the
5 targets in the first drive.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh.
But when you're being targeted, you just lose because a lot of basketball players say they have no idea how many points they have. They just play.
Yeah.
So is that what you were doing? You had no idea you were getting targeted?
I was just out there, just having fun. Just glad to be back. Yeah.
5 in the first drive, 8 in the first 2 possessions.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Drake said that you told him before the game, I'm itching to play. Like, what was the energy like and anticipation like for you? And were you just ready to get out there and let this thing flow? Oh
yeah, I was ready to go. Last week, like you said, limited snaps, but I've been itching to work myself back up. You know what I'm saying? Coach Galloway been pushing me every day. The other receivers been pushing me every day. You know what I'm saying? So I was ready to go.
Were you close at all to being able to play in the opener? I mean, it seemed like it went down to the last minute on that.
Yeah, it did. It was our training staff made the decision at the game time. So.
Nate, coming from Georgia Tech, where last year you had 3 or 4 different quarterbacks, how different is it catching since we got Drake Maye and any other circumstances you've been in your college career?
He definitely makes my job easier. He's a leader. You know what I'm saying, and his communication and just to take control of the whole offense. It's just crazy. Super humble. It's just a blessing to play with somebody like that.
How early on, when you got here in Chevrolet, did you kind of recognize that he was a different player, a guy that you never played with before?
Well, actually, I can say on my official visit when I was transferring here, I realized the type of person he was. Just super humble. He talked to me. He was like, I want you here. And then after that, it's just time to go.
How much did that factor into your decision that a guy like that wanted you here?
Oh, a lot. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he's a great player. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's the best in the country. But just him as a person, you know what I'm saying, off the field, the way how he is about himself, you know what I'm saying? He's just business.
Nate, you were saying that the touchdown catch early on didn't go as planned. What was planned? What ended up happening? Was that a broken play or anything?
Not a broken play. It's just they covered it well, so it just turned to a scramble, like a scramble drill, just to extend the play.
And did you just take off then?
Yeah, I just ran. So, fine, open grass.
Nate, what do you think the kind of potential is with this offense? Last week and even the week before was, kind of run game heavy with British Brooks, what Martin Hampton was doing. Today, Drake gets for over 400 yards, and you have the game you have. What do you think the, kind of potential is for this in this?
Every week it's a different, it's a different way to get ready for the team. It's a different season every week. Basically, I like to say, if we're gonna be run heavy this game, or next game, who knows? It just depends on what Coach Lindsey wants. You know what I'm saying?
What was it about the way they were playing that enabled the vertical passing game to go the way it did?
I feel like we caught a lot of them flat-footed, you know, just playing, the safeties playing kind of low so we could get over top of them a lot of play action. So.
And talking about it being like a new season for every game, is it a luxury to have a team where, like you said, you can be run heavy one week and pass heavy the next week and still be able to come out with a win?
Oh, most definitely. You know, you try to be as versatile as possible as a team, as a player. You know, that makes you hard to stop. You know what I mean? So our opponents don't know what we're trying to hit them with the next week. So.
Have you been in an offense before that's had the ability to kind of be successful both facets of the game?
At certain times, but I feel like this offense is very high powered to be able to do both. And you know, the guys up front, you know, they older guys and they take the lead. And you know, QB like Drake, we could do some things. So.
Nate, Mac was saying that after the game against App that he talked to you for a moment, or you called up to him or something and said, "Look, I can play more than this." Like, did you try to initiate that conversation, or was that just something that he came to check on you or something like that?
Through the week I practice, so I practice more than I like play, obviously. But you know, at the end of the day, it's a business decision. You know, if they tell me, you know, this how many snaps, that's how many snaps we're gonna play. But obviously, I wanted to play more. But you know, it's all
But
good.
you wanted to tell him that, though, right? Like, I have more than 8 snaps in there, or whatever.
Oh, I mean, after the game, you know, we got the win, so that's all that matters.
You came in as a transfer with Taz, thinking that you would play together, and now obviously you can't. What did you think of you're obviously wearing the shirt, what did you think of the chants around the stadium as the game came to an end?
You said what?
What did you think of the pre-Taz chants around the stadium as the game came to an end?
Oh no, that's awesome, man. You know, Tez, he's a weapon, if you ask me. And if we get him, you know, we could be more powerful. Pretty cool that the fans care, you know, even after the win, you know, just to get him back on the field so he could do the thing he loves. So, yeah.
Nate, what did it mean to you to be able to go out there and make such a big impact on the offense this game?
You know, it means a lot. You know, sometimes it might be that player's game. You know, you never know. Like next week it could be the running back's game. But you know, every play, you know, you do what you're supposed to do, and if it come your way, it come your way.
Did it feel like a really special game for you?
Yeah, for sure. You know, this is my first time starting for the Tar Heels, so you know it's pretty cool. So.
All right. Go ahead. Yeah, of course, you've been in the ACC for a while. To start 3-0 going into conference play, how much of a cushion does that kind of give you all? I know they're not conference games, but how much of a cushion does it give you to kind of go into conference play and be?
I wouldn't even say a cushion. You know, I feel like every week it's time to go. Like, cause everybody coming with it against us. You know, I feel like we could go all the way, and so I wouldn't say cushion. I'd just say keep your foot on the gas. So.
All right.
Thanks, Ted.
Thanks, Nate.
Thank you, Nate.